first, we do have the mayor on the phone right now. Mayor Whitmire, thanks for joining us. There's so much snow across the Houston area right now. It's very rare to see this in our city. What is the city of Houston doing to ensure the safety of all Houstonians?
We're monitoring events in real time. We are monitoring the Med Center. TxDOT's working with us to make certain that there's passage to the Med Center. Bush Airport has about 200 people sleeping on cots that were caught between flights. So we're doing everything possible to monitor the events. The first responders, fire and police are working extra shifts. So it's all hands on deck. So I'm very pleased. I would encourage Houstonians to remain at home. There will be dangers later today as this begins to melt and then freezes back tonight. So in the morning it'll be very dangerous. So everyone's cooperating, staying at home. There may be some essential first responders for sure, some medical providers, but overall everyone needs to stay at home. The schools are closed, city government's closed. Most businesses are being responsible, so I'm very pleased. We're at the emergency center monitoring things in real time. The outage that you mentioned, CenterPoint has its crews responding. So, this is not something that we do on a regular basis, but we were certainly prepared, and everyone's doing their part.
Now, Mayor, you were urging everybody to stay home last night, but we did see some accidents on our TransStar cameras, a few cars stuck on the highways. Now, what's the city being able to do to get those off the road?
Well, we're responding. Actually, the Director of Service is working with HPD, but mostly we're continuing to emphasize stay at home. We did see where there were 3 18-wheelers had wrecks down there in the Rosenberg, I guess trying to meet some deadlines, but there's just no reason for most Houstonians to be on our roads. And like I said, the snow can be very deceiving as it covers ice, and we're not going to get above freezing temperatures till maybe later today, but tonight it will definitely freeze back. So all hands on deck, monitor it, stay at home. First responders are doing their job, so let's assist them by staying out of their way.
Mayor Whitmire, earlier we had heard some city officials saying that there weren't going to be any snow plows coming to the city. Do you think that will change after all this snow we're seeing now?
Yes, it's changed. TxDOT's brought significant number of snow plows. That's who's helping us out on McGregor and 288 to get into the Med Center. So I think they brought some from San Angelo. So we're addressing the snow conditions, but obviously we have to depend on TxDOT. I might mention that there were 1,012 individuals in our warming centers last night. The warming centers will be open 7/24. No one needs to be out in these conditions. We get rides to the warming centers. 1 or 2 was at capacity, but we shifted some folks to others. So the homeless population is being provided for. We actually go out and actually urge them to go to the warming center. Some refuse for different reasons, often mental health conditions, but in these circumstances, everyone needs to go to a warming center.
And Mayor, what's your major concern looking at the next 24 hours? Busted pipes, or what are you looking at? The worst case scenario?
All the above. I think my major concern would be people become complacent. They think maybe the worst is behind us, and they may be right, but there's still going to be dangerous conditions, probably to sometime midday Thursday. So we just have to be diligent and look out for one another. Keep your pets inside. Look out for our most vulnerable population. But it's the travel conditions. Of course, broken pipes is a major concern. Wrap your pipes and open your attic door, ceiling doors to let the air get into the pipes in the ceiling, and your cabinet doors. Just be smart and use some common sense. I will share with you one instance. We had some bad guys try to steal an ATM about mid-morning. They forgot the snow leaves tracks. So our HPD, our finest HPD were able to track them and capture them. But snow will leave tracks to the bit for the bad guys to be aware. But anyway,
Some
back
not so wise guys.
Foolishness.
nah, that's reading prison is probably foolish and stupid people. But they were trying to take advantage of conditions, and HPD tracked them immediately. So HPD's out doing their patrol. I'm getting photos and constant reports from across the city. I am looking out the window. I think it's snowing more now than when I got up.
Oh, it definitely is. Yeah, Cheetah Kraft, our meteorologist, has been monitoring that as she will. Really quick before we let you go, Mayor, and we do appreciate your time, have you seen anything unexpected pop up so far this morning?
No, you know what's amazing me is the weather forecasts have been pretty accurate. We work with the National Weather Services, and I'm very cautious of not giving too much false information. I say false, unreliable. You know, boy, I've learned it during the storms. On Saturday morning, Beryl was going into Mexico and South Texas, and then Sunday it turned our way. So I've learned that you just have to go by real time and expect maybe the worst and just prepare for all conditions and then hope for the best. But, you know, we started working on this last Thursday. We've had warming centers for the last couple of weeks because we had frigid temperatures. But the preparation of treating our roads and pre-positioning equipment, working with TxDOT and our county officials, you know, I'm very pleased. I've put together a very good team, experienced, committed team down at City Hall. So they're sleeping on the floor last night at the emergency center, and all hands on deck. And I think Houstonians can be assured we're not going to let up. And I don't want the citizens to let up either. We're all in this together. Please stay at home. Schools closed. Businesses are closed. City Hall, municipal courts, our colleges. Just hunker down and enjoy this probably once-in-a-lifetime experience with your family, but be safe and smart and use common sense. Watch out for carbon monoxide, space heaters. You know, we've all heard the warnings. Just now follow them and just get through this. We're a great city, great people. We're going to be stronger when we get through this experience.
All right, Mayor Whitmire, we certainly appreciate your time as always, sir, and thank you for the extra tip about not stealing ATMs and leaving cracks, sir. Thank
I
you.
need you to remember that one.
Very important. Thank you very
Not that
much.
we're giving anybody any advice on the best times to do that or anything.